Hey there guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave, episode 3. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about my own man cave, because I figure, why not? I've already done a couple of episodes already and just kind of showcasing what I have in my man cave, and I thought, well, I might as well show off the whole man cave, just as an introductory as well, because it's good to just kind of get it all out of the way, and then I can kind of focus on the other little things. So the reason why I'm doing a man cave episode is because, well, first of all, I'm with the mancavecinema.ca, awesome website. You should check it out. We showcase one thing that we actually showcase that's really good is we have a section of our site dedicated to man caves, and I go through it every once in a while just to get inspiration, and it seems to be a very popular part of our site. So what I thought was, I should check it out and compare it to what I could build in my own man cave, and that's what it's for, really, just to get the inspiration. Now, the problem is that you see some of these setups and you're like, holy shit, I can't afford that. This guy has wall-to-wall shelving. He's they look like they get some kind of carpenter in there and actually build it, or maybe it's like a full-on home theater that they have like all the bells and whistles. And I thought, well, not all of us are going to have that, okay, so whatever. That doesn't mean I can't have my own man cave the way I want it. And so what I did was I literally just scrounged around. I first of all did a full cleanup of the basement, because mine's in the basement. Some people actually have it in a dedicated room or in their attic, or wherever they have it. But I decided to have mine in the basement area. And so I thought, well, what do I have around the house that can work? And so I started to look at some of the different pieces of furniture, and I started to think about the different kinds that I might need to buy, nothing expensive, nothing really overly flashy, just something to make it work, something I could display my stuff, because I realized I have a lot of stuff that I like to collect. I like to collect Transformers. I like to play video games. So I figure, I guess this is mostly going to be a video game man cave. And then I could put out my Transformers that I've had away in boxes or just been sitting out and getting all dusty and stuff. And I thought, now it's a good chance to pull that stuff out, because there's so many great memories of these toys from my childhood that I just love to keep it on display and look at it. I mean, that's why we buy this stuff, right? We don't buy it to stick it in a box and forget about it. So on to the man cave. So I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the shelving that I have and where I got it from. So over here we have the Atari section, what I like to call mainly the Atari section. It's the video games that I've collected throughout the years, and let's just say that this is getting trickier and trickier. I don't know if this is because where I live in Canada, Ontario, this stuff's depleting, or people are putting them away and they're not letting go. I don't know. But they're getting harder and harder and more expensive to get. I'm almost having to go to eBay all the time. But yeah, so I've amassed this collection, and some of it used to be from thrift stores too, believe it or not. And I know I'm seeing all these posts in the States, and people are constantly going to thrift stores and finding these things still. But I just had no luck in the last 2 years. Seriously, I've gone into lots of thrift stores and nothing. Oh well. But anyways, I got all these great games that I like to have out, because I used to put them in a box, and then I'd have 3 or 4 boxes, and I'd sift through them, and I had a carrying case, and I thought it'd be cool to have them on display. And then if I want to play one, I just look at the just go up and down and just be like, yeah, that one. And then so this piece of furniture, I found it. It was somebody had it out for a garage sale, and I almost bought it. I was considering it, and then the next morning I got up and they obviously didn't sell it, and it was sitting on the curb. So I'm like, hey, mine, So I'm not ashamed of that. I mean, it's a good piece of furniture. It's not like it's junk, it's garbage or anything. That was my first thought. Maybe it's garbage, but I went and I inspected it. I'm like, okay, the shelvings were off, but I could put those back. It needs a little cleaning. Hey, it's a free shelf. Why not? So over to here we have the well, what you're looking at is actually a coffee table, and we had it in our basement for a while, ever since we got a different coffee table for our living room. and it's got these little cubby holes. And I thought, what could I use that for? I want to display my consoles. Maybe that'll work. And so my first test was, could this thing actually stand on top of this other desk that I had here already previously, and not pretty much collapse in on itself? So I kind of took the gamble. I did the measurements before I went to actually clean it all off and lift it, put it on there. So I did that, and I kind of did that slow dropping it down, back away, wait for it to collapse and just bust everything. And I was like, okay, it passed that test. So I tapped on it a bit. I'm like, okay, it looks like it's handling some weight. And I thought, okay, well, let's put a few things in. And again, I stood back. I'm like, it's gonna break. I'm like, nope, didn't break. So I kind of got lucky. It stands up pretty. Please don't break. It stands up pretty fine. So yeah. So I thought this is perfect. So now I got these cubby holes. Unfortunately, I have way more consoles than I have cubby holes. So so I'm gonna have to just kind of decide which ones I want to keep in there. So I really just put my favorite ones, or the ones that I had out all ready to go. The one I didn't put out is my trusty Atari 2600. That is fairly new. Well, it's not new. It's new for me. That I got from a guy from Atari Age, which I'm really thankful for. And I have my Intellivision right beside it. So I keep those two out for now because those are the ones I'm playing. Other than that, the rest of them just kind of stowed away in a nice little cubby with their wires and stuff, and it's a good place. And then on top of that, I got I got that shelf. So now I can put my toys, I can put my Transformers, I can put my DeLorean collection. So I thought, hey, this is working out nicely, And again, I'm not spending any money here. I'm just using what I already had in the house and just, finding ways to make it work. So then over here, okay, this shelf, I have to do something about it. This is, it's got old stuff in it. It's got books and binders and stuff. And I just got to find a box or something just to stack it all away, because this could definitely be utilized much better than the way it is now. But anyways, on top, I got the Transformers again. As you can see, I got lots of Transformers. I got way more than this. They're just in boxes and boxes and boxes. They'll never fit in this little space. So then over here, I got another shelf. Now this one I actually bought at the Walmart, and it was like $30. I'm like, it's a bookshelf. It'll fit. So I'm sure everything's not colored properly, and this doesn't have a woman's touch, but it's a man cave. So I'm like, whatever, it's wood. It looks nice. So I put it together, and then I'm like, okay, what am I going to put in here? I found a few of my action figures, my DeLoreans, and the whole time I'm thinking all of this is subject to change, right? If I want to move these over here, if I don't like these games anymore, if I find more games, I could always just move things around, right? And that's the great. It's my space. I can do what I want with it, and that's what the great thing about having a man cave is that it's your space. This is where you feel comfortable. This is where you come down, relax, play your video games, do your thing. Now, obviously, I'd like to get more improvements. One day, we're aiming to get the basement finished, and I could actually have my area, and that would be great. But we just gotta wait and see. But otherwise, I'm pretty comfortable with what this is, and so yeah, and it's great. I think people like to look at other people's collections. They like to see their space. They like to see what they do, and yeah, it's just fun. It's great, and I enjoy it. So I hope you look forward to seeing some more episodes. I hope you subscribe to our channel. It's we try to put up as much content as we can. We have our podcast. We just did a great podcast, and hopefully we'll see you later. Bye.